The old poo crayon. Pick better songs.
Oh, old songs.
No.
Got a vibe there.
No, pick better songs. And the other yay was sleep.
Oh, don't even talk to me. Okay, we're done. I heard a sound from the kitchen and I was like, I haven't heard that sound before. Welcome to the Unhelpful Parenting Podcast.
Where we share the real, the raw, and the ridiculousness of parenthood.
So if you're a mum who loves winter because you can wear jeans to hide how long it's been since you remembered to shave your legs,
Or a dad whose Spotify is taken over by the Wiggles and Bluey songs.
then you're in the right place. Well, welcome everyone.
Hello, everybody.
I am Beck.
I'm Sam.
And we are here to be unhelpful today.
Yes,
Thank you.
compared to helpful every other day.
Yeah, no. Don't come here for advice. We say that almost every week. We are here to laugh and to remind you that you're not alone. So today we are kind of back to a old school style episode. Nothing new to be nervous about today.
So old school.
Oh, so I know. Episode, 13 I think we're up to now.
So old school.
We've got 4 confessions coming up. So we're spending a bit of time in the confessional today. Some really hilarious stories. And then we are making a mini, and I will say mini return back to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that haven't been around long, and welcome if you are a new listener, we have been getting a lot of people joining on to the podcast recently. So welcome. And if you haven't experienced that, you can go back to some older episodes. But basically, we have been finding that a lot of
Anything with poo in the title.
a lot of parents in our season of parenting have a poo story. And
Number 3, was that episode 3 that was full on?
yes, so we have learnt, and please don't switch off if you're not like in that season of parenting where poo is a everyday kind of nightmare. Don't switch off. We will give you a full trigger warning before we get into it, and we're keeping them short now. We learnt the hard way, I think, going a bit overboard with it, remembering that not every parent that listens to this podcast is in toddler nappy zone mode. So we have a mini return, and Sam is actually going to share his story. So that was one of the things when we were getting the stories in, we're like, see who can top Sam's story.
So far, no one's topped it. So
I reckon there's been a few that have been close.
close. Very close.
There have been a few that I would say, I don't know if I had to pick which one to happen to me, I don't know which I'd pick. So I'd say, yeah, we've come close enough that it's time for you to actually share yours.
Yeah, okay.
And you guys
Fine.
can decide whether it
I'll
is
give
closest.
it a go.
So we will finish off with that. We will give you a full warning. If you don't have the stomach for it, you can skip ahead. So, but
Harden up, let's go.
we've all been there. You can't get into parent mode without changing
correct.
a few
If you're a
nappies.
parent-
So,
You're already in it, so
so welcome along. So to kick off, we're doing our weekly yay or nay, things that we're yay about and things that we're nay. And I am starting with mine first, and starting with my nay because it is huge. Sam has been away traveling, so I am naying solo parenting. No, thank you. Please never
so
leave me again.
do you have a new appreciation for single mums?
Hats off to single or any
single
single
parents.
parent, not even single parents, just parents whose partner travels a lot for work.
Oh, yeah,
like
true.
you don't,
FIFOs and
you travel a bit, but not a lot. Like it's not a regular, this happens all the time. This is probably a second trip in the last year, I would say. And I survived, but only
Second
just.
big trip, like a week
Yes,
for a week.
it was 6 nights, me and the 3 kids, 5 and under. And teeth. We had more teeth come through. Like it was not a daddy's away, let's all be nice to mummy week. It was, yeah. So anyway, I don't need to go too much
Yeah, I was
into
gonna
it
say,
because
calm
if
down.
you've got kids, you know that those solo moments are hard. So I am naying solo parenting and taking my hats off to any solo parents that are listening because no thank you.
Yep, cool.
Yes. So
What's
then
your yay?
my yay is snack dinners.
Okay.
I am yaying snack dinners. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say a snack dinner, I'm talking about those dinners where you get a plate out for your kid and it's basically whatever you can find in the fridge. It's not a big, you haven't made a home cooked meal, a shepherd's pie or a lasagna. Like there's no it's just whatever you can find in the fridge. And I am yaying it because, number one, that's mostly what my kids had for food most of the last week while you were away.
Well, yeah.
But two, I was talking to another mum about it, and she was saying how she was doing it and how guilty she felt. And I was like, I get it. Like, you're not giving your kid home-cooked meal. But they're getting a nice wide variety of food. They love it.
Yeah, split cuisine.
Yeah, they're getting to try like the ham, the cheese, the peas, the toast, the whatever you find. Amazing.
Yeah, they take a nibble out of everything and then leave the rest on the plate.
I just think it's like, as adults, sometimes that's what I eat when I don't want to cook. You're preparing them for adult life. I am yaying that. So if you're a mum listening to this that feels bad for doing those snack plates, I am here to say no. They are awesome. Don't feel bad. It's part of what we do to survive. The kids love it. Embrace it. That's what I'm saying. So that's my yay or nay.
Okay.
What's yours this week?
My nay was probably missing the kids.
Yep.
So that was tough.
I know. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like when you're with the kids, it's like, I need a break. And then you're away and you're just like looking at photos of them.
We were literally talking about that with another parent I was away with. I was like, oh, I so need a holiday. And then you get like the first night, you're like, oh, I miss my kids. So, yeah, he can never win. Yes, that was probably it. But enjoyed calling them when I could.
Yeah.
My yay was two things. First of all, uninterrupted movie watching on the plane was amazing. I caught up on so many movies that I've been wanting to watch because, like 10 hours on a plane. Yeah, I got quite a few movies down. And the other yay was sleep.
Oh, don't even talk to me. Okay, we're done. Moving right along.
Hotel room.
I don't even want to hear it. I can't. I'm still too traumatized.
I got to sleep until 7.
Oh.
We did go to bed at like 1, but
that's your own fault if you do that. Like
7.
1 to 7 is 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Buffet
that is
breakfast
golden.
at 8.
Okay, that's enough. Next, we are looking at Sam's meme for the week. Every week, Sam brings us one of his favorite parenting memes that he's seen because he loves to share the joy. If you follow, you should probably start posting them to your unhelpful dad.
I probably should.
Yeah, start sharing them because, you disappear to the bathroom and my phone is full of like 100 reels and memes and things. So this is another outlet for you. So what have you brought us this week?
So this one is a dynamic between two siblings. And it is a common conversation I have with our 5-year-old. So, but this one is by a 6-year-old. 6-year-old to her crying brother. It's okay to be sad. Sometimes we need to let our feelings out. Just let yourself be sad. Mum. Oh, darling, that's so lovely. Well done. Why is he crying? 6-year-old. I hit him.
Yep. That feels like someone just watched a morning at our house and documented what happens.
Yeah. Literally, oh, it's okay. You don't have to cry. You're okay. You're right. What happened? I pushed him over. Yeah, sure. I hit him. I punched him.
The other one I've started to hear is like she's hurt him and we're not necessarily around. So she's like, oh, no. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay. Don't cry. You're okay. Like trying to make it so she doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no. That's like, I remember doing that as an older sister too. So here it comes.
Same.
Well, anyway, we've got some great confessional stories coming up. So let's head into the confessional. The other day I was cleaning up and I found a piece of paper on the table next to my 3-year-old daughter's daycare bag. It was crumpled and looked like a scrap piece of paper with 4 faint random pencil lines on it. I picked it up and threw it in the bin. At which point my 3-year-old ran over and said, "Why are you putting my picture in the bin?" I asked her what it was and she expressed that it was a picture of our family. Oops. For some background context, when I give her a kiss and a cuddle before daycare to leave her, I often redirect her attention from a potentially sad goodbye to draw a picture of our family, okay? Well, apparently she finally did. 4 family members, 4 little lines. It's been saved now and is permanently on our fridge.
Mate, 4 lines. And that's
4
it.
lines. I have the photo
Oh,
somewhere.
we'll put it up on the thing. I was going to say, has this got a photo?
Yes. Let me show you.
So this is a family photo. A family portrait. That's 5 lines.
Must be 4 family members and a
It was
dog.
on the other page, so maybe there's a beyond record. Yeah, anyway, interesting.
I feel for that mum because I'm like, the amount of drawings we get, the amount of pieces of paper, I would look at that and be like, that's nothing. But no, that is our family. How dare you throw our family in the bin?
Dear child, that is not a person.
Very abstract family. But I have been
How old's the kid? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, fair.
I have been caught throwing the drawings in the bin. Now I've learnt I usually
Do
have
it
a
when
pile.
they're asleep?
Yeah, I have a pile that I keep, and then once they're asleep and when the rubbish is going out immediately after, like so it's not just sitting in there for them to see, I put the pile in the bin and take it straight out to the rubbish bin because Lord help us.
You heartless person.
How could you throw my picture away?
I know.
I did it. I love you.
It was like watching Hartley draw you a Mother's Day thing. I was like, okay, you write something for Mummy. Scribble.
Well, he's not even 3 yet, so.
Oh, yeah. All right, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
It was summer. I was transporting a wedding cake in the car and had the aircon turned right up. Both Mr. 3 and I feel the cold and it was freezing. Sorry, buddy, I should have brought you a blanket. It's freezing. That's okay, Mum. Otherwise, the cake would be... This wasn't a word we were aware had made it into Mr. 3's wide vocabulary, so I asked him what it meant. You know, Mum, it means broken or wrecked. I see. And where did you learn this? Mr. 3 then said, at kindy, my friend taught me. Cue the difficult conversation explaining to an inquisitive 3-year-old that there are some words that we just don't use in our family. At least when you're 3. Does that mean it may have slipped out by Mum and Dad at home?
Oh, I don't know. Well, he's saying he learned it at kindies.
Yeah,
so.
but we don't use these words in our family, at least when you're 3.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sure, like,
But
mums
yeah,
and
that's
dads
pretty
have
good.
dropped the F-bomb a couple of times. You kick your toe on a table or it comes out.
Look, in hindsight, the kid's not wrong. If it's a hot day and you don't turn the aircon on, the cake will be...
Yeah. But, oh, that's so cute. We've said before on the podcast, we think it's hilarious when little kids swear. Like, you don't want your kids growing up thinking it's okay,
We don't
but when
condone
they do, it's hilarious.
It's a favourite of mine.
Yeah. So...
Because I feel like you just can't get cross at them when they're like 2 when they drop a bomb. Anyway.
Well, like in that, the kid didn't know it was a bad word. He's like, it just means the cake's wrecked. The cake's broken. But no.
Yeah.
That's
I remember when kids... Yeah, I actually remember in primary school when kids learn swear words. And yeah, they just tell you, oh, it means something bad. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then it's so hard to explain to a child why they can't use that word. I was actually Mackenzie was watching that episode of Bluey this morning where they can't, she's like, oh, we don't say the word dunny. It's not a word that the Queen would use. And they're trying to explain why it's not a word we use.
It's because the Queen's not
this
Australian.
friend uses it and blah, blah, blah. And so it's just that fun dynamic of it's a bad word, but trying to explain why it's bad to a kid in an age-appropriate way.
It's also because we're Australian and we don't speak Queen's English. Like,
I don't think we speak anyone's kind of English.
oh, hello. Would you like to go to the bathroom? Like, no, sorry. Anyway,
Moving along.
Actually, no. In saying that,
Yeah.
on accents,
Yes.
we did have some fun with like being overseas and some communication barriers with some of the Singaporeans not understanding us.
Is this an appropriate story?
Oh, no. It was just us like trying to get work done and they're kind of like... and you got to like talk slower and realize, oh, no, wait, I've skipped half a word and I've not pronounced things right. And they're like, I don't understand.
I was having a good laugh at the latest video of Dude Perfect has visited Australia, their big YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. And
they put subtitles on all of the Australians speaking and I was like, oh, yeah, Okay.
But when you listen to them talk and then you listen to the Aussies talk,
Oh, we sound
I get
so
it.
bogan. Like,
I get it. Because even I'm watching it going, I think I know what you're saying. But after you hear Americans talk, it's so different.
Yeah. So anyway, moving along. We got another one. This made me laugh, gave me a good cackle.
All right.
At my sister's uni graduation, we had our 4-month-old baby girl. In a great sleep-deprived moment, I forgot to pack a spare change of clothes for her. Of course, the worst happened and she had a nappy blowout, destroying her entire outfit just before the ceremony. We ended up having a professional family photo taken after the graduation, and now we have this big family photo framed in Mum and Dad's house with everyone dressed beautifully and my sister in her graduation robes, and right up front is me holding our butt-naked baby with just a nappy and socks on.
It's a good touch.
Forever framed on the wall. I imagine it'd be like a lot of bigger families. Like, it's so hard to get everyone together for a photo. So when you are together, it's
Just
like,
do it.
that's the photo. And of course, that's the time that you forget the baby's change of clothes. Ah. Oh, to have that rubbed
memorable.
into your face every time you go to your mum and dad's house. Of like, I forgot the clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had
Live and laugh.
Yeah, I've been at the shops with one of the children and forgotten the clothes, had a blowout, and then had to go do my shopping day with them running around in a shirt, nappy, and shoes. Which at home looks normal. When you're at the shops, all of a sudden it's like, that's not normal. Okay.
You went at the shops to get new clothes?
I could have. Sleep
Yeah,
deprived, didn't think
see,
of that. I was there for what I
That
was there
would've-
for.
That's probably my first thought is, I'll just go get you some fresh pants.
Yeah, well, where were you? You weren't there. So
Doing other smart things. All right. Every night for bedtime, for as long as I can remember, I've sung my daughter old songs like All You Need Is Love and Puff the Magic Dragon. Pick better songs.
no, it's old songs.
No.
Got a vibe there.
No, pick better songs. Is that like, hold on, is that like the Beatles, All You Need Is Love?
Yeah,
Like,
I think so.
All you need is love. Da, 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 da. Nah, pick better songs. When she turned 5, she got a tablet for Christmas. She'd been begging for one for a long time and was so excited. The very first thing she did was to ask me to put our songs on it. I was tearing up at this beautiful moment until 10 seconds into playing the first song, she stops and says, "Wow. Now I know what it sounds like when people who can actually sing it." I don't know whether to keep crying from the kick in the heart or how funny it actually was.
Oh, that's so cute and so funny all at once.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, I sing to our kids and I can't sing.
they haven't told you that yet, though.
Yes, they have actually.
Oh, they say stop singing.
Yes, the 2-year-old. Mummy, stop singing. No sing, mummy. No sing, mummy. The older one loves it because I've sung to her whole life, and she I think she knows that it's not on tune, but she loves we dance around.
Oh,
I
she
always
loves
sing
any-
when we brush their teeth.
She grooves with you. She's
Yeah,
like, she's a you.
Yeah, she's.
Whereas
a
the
mini me.
2-year-old's like me and it's like, just please stop.
Yeah. No sing, mummy. So he's got a book, the Going on a Bear Hunt book. And so I sing it because it's like this. And every time, no sing, mummy, read. No sing, mummy. He just wants me to read him the story. How dare I sing it? And
Don't break it if it's not broken.
yes, and my voice is very broken. So feeling for you, that's hilarious.
That's quite funny.
Thank
But
you.
seriously, they pick better songs.
Oh, I think it's
No.
cute to have your old songs,
No.
because you've got to love it too.
No. Puff
What's
the
better
Magic
songs?
Dragon? Anything but those two.
Oh, that's rude. I think they're great songs. Anyway,
Puff the Magic Dragon?
feel free to send in your stories. So if your kid has done something hilarious, your parenting fails, the embarrassing moments,
We
send
have
them in.
lots of
This is
them.
great. This is great, like trauma, cathartic processing. Like, get them out. We always keep everything anonymous, unless it's family. Sam has thrown his family under the bus a couple
Only
of
my
times.
family, it's fine. They've thrown me under the bus too, so.
Yes.
you
Well,
know,
anyway, so that's our confessionals for today.
tis.
I hope you enjoyed. And now we are heading into, this is trigger warning territory. We are heading into the
Trigger warning.
So if you don't enjoy the poo stories. And like these are funny. Like it's not just we're talking about it for the sake of talking about it and to be gross. We're not here to be gross. We're just facing the real and raw realities of what parenting can be like and what we have been through, the trenches that we go through of parenting. So anyway, got that out. If you really are going to struggle with it, feel free to skip ahead a little bit.
Don't they? This is the good stuff.
Yeah. And if you're not a parent yet, you have to listen to this. We say that.
Look. The first one is hilarious. The second one is gross.
There you go. We'll see if we suck you in with the first one. You are sharing both stories.
Oh, am I doing both?
Are like,
all right.
Well, I haven't even read you said you wanted to keep it a surprise and hit me with it. So,
well, you know mine, so it's not really a surprise. You were there.
Well, I'm not sharing your story because you'll complain that I do it wrong and I said it wrong.
It's because you will. You won't do it justice. And you can't describe the feeling. Anyway, enough said. All right, story number 1. It literally starts with, okie dokie, that poo story.
Oh, it's going to be good.
I was really trying to get my 2-year-old to keep his afternoon nap routine because I had a baby who loved to wake me up during the night. The baby slept in the afternoon, but I needed them both to have a nap at the same time.
Yes.
The 2-year-old was ready for a routine change and was most cranky one afternoon when I insisted he stay in his room for a while. Did you know toddlers get bored really easily? Did you know poo is an interesting plaything? Did you know you can make the poo crayon last until it covers the whole bedroom wall?
No.
What an artist. He won. Afternoon naps all of a sudden became less important to me. I went outside and cried, then went inside and cleaned it up.
Oh my gosh. No.
The old poo crayon.
See, what makes me feel even worse for this mum is like I understand that feeling of having multiple children and being like, please nap at the same time, because that gives me, even if it's just 15 minutes to myself to reset, have a shower, maybe eat something, maybe sleep, try and do all of those things at the same time. And so that desperation of, yes, I'm just going to make it work. You just stay in your room and give me 5 minutes to come back to.
If I poo all over the wall.
Yeah, I can understand just walking out wanting. I'm tearing up now because I'm like, I'd want to go out and cry too. I'm feeling the empath in me is like feeling that. Oh.
Whereas for me, I'm like relating to the 2-year-old where he's just sitting around going, and just kind of sits there, puts his leg up and goes, ooh.
That looks like fun.
And then just has at it.
Oh.
I can put my leg down now. Yeah.
No.
Thankfully, we have not.
We haven't had an
experience.
artist.
We haven't had a poo crayon story yet.
I don't know whether I'd prefer that to what has happened to you.
Mine had less cleanup.
Kind of.
Needless to say, I cleaned for a long time.
Let's unpack your trauma, darling. Tell us your poo story.
So, set the scene. We're at home, done dinner. It's nearly bedtime and shower time.
Yep.
Wrapping up.
Yep.
What would he have been, 1-year-old back then? Wanted to wrestle.
And play. Well, it's like that evening, daddy's just come home from work. Let's all
They've
play.
Yeah, it's play. So
play with daddy, wrestle daddy on the floor.
Yeah, jump on daddy, sit on daddy. Anyway, so Becca's always said, fart on daddy. This is a whole nother level. So anyway, wrestling, playing, sitting on me, having fun. He's done, in somewhere in there, he's done a massive poo in his nappy.
And
totally fine.
No one's noticed.
Totally fine. I've smelt it, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. We're about to go have a shower, so I'm not going to change him. Anyway, he wrestles. Same way that kid in the last story would have put his leg up and found a crack and gone, oh. The 1-year-old may or may not have sat on my chest. Totally fine. Jumping up and down, ha, 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 like facing me. My face is on the floor. Anyway, goes to get up, lifts his leg up and over my face. He's 1, so he's very short. Needless to say, my nose and mouth have met said groin join and gone up into said nappy as he swept his leg over my face and basically pooper-scooped an entire chunk of poop up my nose, like up my lip, in from my mouth into my nose. In one foul swoop. I'm then just sitting there lying with disgustingly warm.
I'm feeling so sick right now.
Gross.
Poo in your mouth.
And in my, thankfully, I went, so it didn't go in my mouth, but it was well and truly on my lips. Problem is, I'm now lying on the floor. Beck hasn't even noticed.
I'm in the kitchen packing up dinner. And
I'm sitting there trying to get her attention.
I heard a sound from the kitchen and I was like, I haven't heard that sound before. Something doesn't sound right. The mum intuition in me knew.
I'm trying to talk to her going,
So I come around and I see kind of what's happened.
And I'm just literally, I went, stuff it. And I went, I'm going to go for a shower.
So I pick
and that's
up
it.
I pick
and
up
I left.
The baby and I'm like, off you go. And I hear the shower and I'm changing nappies.
And needless to say, I washed my face so many times.
Can you still smell it? That's
no.
No. That trauma's worn off.
No, it left pretty, like.
How much soap did you shove up
didn't
your
inhale.
nose? Like,
I did not inhale.
Yeah, but I still remember the picture of like you could see it smeared up your nose.
Smeared up into my nose. Yeah, I snorted and blew my nose that many times.
I just can't think of anything worse.
Of
all the things that have happened to me, apart from childbirth, of all the things that have happened to me, I can't think of anything that I would trade that for.
It's a texture.
Oh. Anyway, if you're driving in the car, that's the end of that story and you were safe to...
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was driving, I'd be pulling over for that story.
So, dad's lesson...
Wrestle your kids. Just make sure they got pants on, I suppose. Pants would have saved you from that.
If there is a clean or summer. So he was nappy.
Well, and he was heading up for shower anyway, but...
If there is a nappy and you are wrestling and there is poop.
Just change it. Just change it.
It's not worth it.
I think I still see, so that was almost 2 years ago now. I think I still see you whenever he gets on the ground to wrestle with you and jump on you. I still see you kind of pat the back of the nappy just to check.
Oh, yeah, I still check.
Still trauma check. Do the trauma check.
100%. Mind you, he's taller now, so he doesn't sweep the leg and like rub my face.
He can
now.
jump
he can
off
completely step over, but
yeah.
I also don't let him sweep the leg anymore.
You don't let him sit on.
I push him off.
Jump on your face anymore like that either.
Yeah.
I was about to say sit on your face, but that goes into a whole other. Anyway.
He has sat on my face before. And then jumped.
Well, that's usually when I crack that joke. You said the joke is mummy says fart on daddy. If I see one of the kids like wrestling and they sit with their bum near your face, I'm like, haha, do a fart. That'd be hilarious.
And they do normally. But yeah.
I don't think I've told that joke since this has happened though, because I'm like, you've suffered enough.
You probably have, but it's okay. But yeah.
Anyway, so we will call that the close of the poo show. Because I think it has been a lot for some people to stomach.
Yeah.
We will still include, obviously, I think poo comes up in almost every episode
we'll
we talk
do
about
a story
anyway, because 2 out of 3 of our kids are in nappies. But we have been
We're not going to do a dedicated segment.
Yeah. And we've been finding a lot of the stories that come in can easily be confessionals anyway. So they will probably still
They kind of are
float
confessionals
through.
Anyway.
Yeah. It was just a kind of branded confessional that we will now safely retire.
Hooray.
The Unhelpful Parenting Podcast. I look forward to the day when we retire from them completely, but considering we've still got an 8-month-old, we have nappies in our home for a little bit longer. Actually, one milestone that happened this week, the 8-month-old is officially in size 6 nappies, which is the biggest size of nappies, which means he is in the same size nappies as his almost 3-year-old brother. So we only have one kind of nappy size, one box of nappies for everyone.
Hooray.
It's, I don't know, just the little things that make life a little bit easier. Would have saved us on the holiday we went to. This is my extra bonus confession. We went
Oh, is this when you packed the wrong nappies?
We went for a holiday to an island that had a very limited supply, only had a little store. So we had to take all of our food, all of our everything for the week.
You can shop there, but it's very expensive.
Yes, and very limited in what's available.
Correct.
And so I packed nappies for the toddler. I packed nappies for the baby. Got to the island to discover that even though I'd packed both, I'd packed 2 of the toddler size nappies. So here I was with a much littler baby at the time.
It was a 3-month-old.
Trying to make these big giant nappies fit. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was my parent fail for that holiday was where are the nappies? Oh my gosh, I only have size 6 nappies for a 3-month-old. But anyway, we have giant kids if you can't tell hearing 8-month-old size 6 nappies.
He's just chunky.
He's very chunky.
He's a good boy.
He's very cute.
He is cute.
Smush his cheeks.
He
Anyway.
smushes my cheeks.
So
My
thank you for sending in your stories. Please keep sending them in. Follow us on social media too, because we put out questions and requests for specific types of stories or funny things your kids have said, or we did school fails and
School
tales.
fails was a good one.
That was one of my favorite. Let's do that next week. School fails and tales again.
More?
That was great. Those stories that came in,
All right.
just absolute gold. So we're going to do that. So send in your school fails and tales. Follow us on socials. Share this with your mum friends and dad friends and anyone else who could use a laugh. We put a lot of the stories, we put them as like TikToks and Reels and Shorts and things so that you can share those as well.
Yeah.
So get sharing.
Share, like.
If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and click the bell. If you are listening on Spotify, rate the podcast. If you are on Apple, leave us a review. We love all of the love that we get and support that we get. So
Comment.
thank you.
Because we'll comment back. We'll
Yep.
reply.
We'll send you some love. So
Be funny.
enjoy your week. We'll see you next week.
Later.